Good morning. I'm here in my garden having a little bit of coffee. And seeing how the garden is doing, and like I shared a second ago, I found this beautiful okra flower. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I mean, it is so elegant. Along with it, you see this big okra over there, and a little okra coming out. That big okra is actually bigger than it needs to be, but I'm letting it grow so I can collect the seeds from it, because I've already eaten a lot of okra from there. My favorite way to eat the okra is raw. Like, I literally cut it from the plant and eat it. And as you can see, this okra plant is, I'm 5'2", and as you can see, the okra is taller than me, so 5.5 feet. And for those of you that think that you need to have a lot of land to grow things, this okra plant is in a pot. Yep, one pot, one okra tree. I call it a tree because it's as tall as a tree. Anyway, so you know, one of the reasons, as you know, that I'm doing this channel is so that I can motivate you to grow your own plants. And you know, I did a lot of in-ground planting, right, in beds and in-ground, but I also did a lot of them in pots so that people can see that you can actually grow a lot of things in pots. So I'm going to show you how much of my stuff is in pots so that you guys can do the same. All right, let's check it out. So for those of you that were wondering, if you don't have a lot of space, can you still have a garden? And I already shared with you the okra, basically tree, right, that I have, where you can get okra from a pot. But I have a lot of different plants that are in pots, because what happened, I started 95% of my garden from seeds. And so when you start from seeds, sometimes you start too many seeds, and you know, once you have the little cute plants, you don't want to throw them away. And so what do? You get pots, and at least that's what I did. And what I found is that plants just want to grow, and they will grow in pots as much as they will grow in ground and in garden beds. So if you have a small space, I want to encourage you to get pots, 1, 2, 5, 10, whatever. If you have a deck, you can have a garden. So I'm going to show you a few of my pots and plants that I have in pots so that you can see how it is possible. All right? All right, so here are, as you can see, several pots that I have. And this is just an example of the things that you can have on pots. I found that you can have almost anything on pots. So these first three here, this one, that one, and this one, they are called pineapple ground cherries, and I had to say that they are my 2021 favorite plant. They are these cute little fruits. This one don't have it, but I have more that fall. Oh, here you go. That fall, you're not supposed to pick them up until they fall to the ground, so I picked this one early. But they are amazing little, hold on, let me just look at them. There you go. Amazing little tiny bites of fruit, and they taste, oh, this one's actually ready. It tastes like a tiny pineapple taste. I call them pineapple kisses. Oh my gosh, it is the most amazing. So I'm so glad that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants of these, and I love them. Definitely, I'm gonna have 6 again next year. Then in this pot, I have flowers. These are my zinnias. And in this pot, not doing so well, and I don't know why, are my eggplant. This is my eggplant. So you can see the beautiful flower right there of the eggplant flower. There you go. But my eggplant plants did not do so well this year. I don't know why. I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe it's nutrition, water, I don't know. And then of course, my wonderful okra tree. And then over here, This is a silver slicer cucumber. One of the things that I wanted to do is try different plants that you cannot get in the store. And this is a cucumber that it is not only very versatile, but prolific. And it grew in a pot. Look at that. It's just in the ground. And here is in the ground a cucumber. This is ready for me to pick, and it's amazing. I love this silver slicer. In a future video, I'm going to talk about all the different types of fruits, not only that what they are, but what type of cucumber that is. Here's another what do you call it? Eggplant plant that did not do so well. I don't know why. And here's the other. This one here is the other. Oh look, it's a bee. Another of the ground cherry, pineapple ground cherries. And so, as you can see, lots of bees everywhere today and every day. Now, so you saw that. You saw ground cherries. You saw okra. You saw cucumbers. This is another ground cherry. This is much bigger, as you can see, much bigger. And then here in the middle, this little pot is what you call a tomato. It's a, oh my gosh, I forgot the name of it. Sucker. It's a sucker from my other tomato plants. I planted in there. Literally, I cut the sucker, which if you don't know what a sucker is, don't worry. I'm going to teach you in future videos. Which is basically a specific cutting of a tomato plant. And I put it on the pot and I water it. And from that little sucker from another plant grew this cherry tomato plant. And as you're gonna see, this is in the pot. I told you that the okra plant is a little bit over 5 feet tall. This is almost 7 feet tall. Let me show you. Okay, so from this perspective, you're going to see how I'm standing next to the tomato plant. This is the tomato plant. And, oh, spiders. And the tomato plant, and the tomato plant. And here is the top of the tomato plant. Right? So I'm 5'2". This is at least 6 foot tall. On a pot. Okay? It's amazing. And you're going to see, what are these? Oh, you don't see them. Look at all these tomatoes. Hold on, let me turn it around. Look at all those tomatoes that are growing from a plant that it was just a throwaway cutout of my other tomato plants. And I continue to get more and more tomatoes. So it is possible to have a beautiful garden giving you beautiful fruit in pots. When you have a garden, you learn lots of things. One of the things that I learned is I bought these flowers. These are basically just flower plants. Purple. I love the purple against the green. And I put these pots in a different place where the sun hit them directly, and I thought they would like them. And they basically practically died. And then I brought them here to the corner to die, like all these other plants. And look, they came right back. They are partial shade, I learned. I had no idea. They are thriving, loving it. They literally, it was nothing. They were falling, completely gone, and they completely came back. It's amazing what you learn, and all you had to do is try. That's it. Anyways, that last pot in this particular row is a fig tree, and I actually got 3 figs out of this tiny tree, which is amazing. Another example of how you can have a garden in pots if you have the right amount of sun, soil, and water and nutrients. But we'll talk about that in another video. Alright, one more thing I want to show you in pots is here at the end of this row of my garden bed. I put 3 pots. Now remember, we're in the end of summer, so they're not looking so good. That right there is a pot. They're dead flowers. They're nasturtiums. Oh, the new flowers are coming in the middle. I just saw that. Awesome. Okay, I'll take care of those. And these are now already used up and worn out kale. But look at this pot. this is strawberries. You see the strawberries? I got a bigger pot, and literally I have 3 plants of strawberries that are coming out, but something is eating them. See, something is eating them. So I'm gonna have to figure out something, but something is eating them. And so, but here I have strawberries growing so much that they actually grew into the other pot, and they're actually planted themselves in the other pot. So I'm gonna have additional strawberries. Oh, I might just take this kale out and let the strawberries grow. See, you just come up with ideas like that, because I love strawberries. All right, it's getting a little hot now in this summer day. The sun's coming out, but I hope that this little video at least gives you a little bit of inspiration to start your garden, even if you don't have a lot of space. If you have a deck, a corner, even the front deck of your door, if you have some space that gives you sun, you can grow a garden. All right? Hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. And remember, grow your sanctuary in soil, not only for the food for your body, but for the food for your soul. See you in the next one. Hey, just one more thing I wanted to show you, and here's one of my step gardens. Like I mentioned, you don't really need a lot of space. Now, it doesn't look so good because, again, it's the end of the summer. But if you see here, I have 5 pots of strawberries. These are strawberries. See that? 5 pots of strawberries. And then back there, it was just a bunch of butts of flowers, mums that are not doing so well, so I'm going to have to change them. But in a little stair, see that? Just stairs. Wooden stairs that my husband built for me. But if you have any type of ledge, you can have your garden like that and have strawberries.